Hey guys, welcome back to Impossibly Kosher. Today we're going to be cooking the most incredible full brisket, first and second cut. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Alright, to get started, we're going to need a full brisket, point and flat. In the kosher world, this is called the first and second cut. For the rub, today I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika, and make sure to mix it well. Now add some olive oil all over the brisket and rub it around. This acts as a binder, which will get the rub to stick nicely onto the meat. It won't add any extra flavor. Once you get that binder on and nicely spread, start sprinkling the brisket with the rub. Make sure to get it all over, front, back, sides, everywhere, even in between the flaps. After applying it everywhere, pat the rub in. You should have a piece of meat that looks something like this. Now, wrap it and get it in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. Time to set up the grill. Start off by getting a handful of charcoal briquettes started in a chimney. Then set up your grill for a low and slow cook. So pile up charcoals on one side, add your wood chunks on top, now add the lit charcoals onto the side of the pile. Add an aluminum tray with water to keep the moisture in the kettle and to catch off the renderings from the brisket. Get the cover on and let your grill come up to temp. Your target is going to be around 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Higher than 280-285 may cause the brisket to burn faster, so make sure to keep an eye on those temps. Now, put your brisket on the grill, with the fat cap facing up, and close the cover. Alright, so what we're going to do now is it's about 3 hours in, we're going to check. For the first check, everything seems to be looking good. This part here is sticking out, so it may burn, so we'll need to keep a close eye on it. Other than that, coming along nicely. This section here is full of juices, which is called pooling. This will prevent that section from getting a nice bark and cooking properly. So what we're going to do is take a couple of crunched up balls of aluminum foil and put them right underneath there so the juices can easily drip down the brisket as it cooks. And there it goes. Spray the brisket with water, apple juice, or whatever you prefer, and make sure to spray it every hour and keep an eye on those spots that may dry out faster. So for the 8-hour mark, it's not bad. Still a bit of pooling, so we'll need to adjust the aluminum balls a bit, but color is coming along quite nicely. Looks burnt, but I promise you it's not. It's called bark, and it will give you that incredible flavor in each bite. At the 11-hour mark, the internal temperature is at 165 degrees Fahrenheit. This is called the thermal stall. I'm a little concerned that the flat may dry out if rendered too much more because there isn't that much of a fat cap over it. I'm going to wrap the brisket in aluminum foil to help push those temperatures higher. This will trap all the moisture inside and make sure none of it dries out. Now put it back on the grill, higher those temps to around 300 and leave it for a good 2 to 3 hours. The best way to check for doneness at this point is to put your probe in the point and in the flat and to see if you feel any resistance at all. If not, the brisket is done and extremely tender. If you feel any resistance, just leave it, let it cook a little bit longer. Now let's take it out, wrap it in a towel and leave it to cool down for about an hour. Now, time to unwrap this bad boy. And let's take a look at what we got. Take a look at that incredible color. As I cut through it, I feel no resistance at all, which tells me it's going to be insanely tender. Take a look at that smoke ring. those juices just oozing out. Even as I cut into it, the meat just falls apart. Incredible. Now that is what I call a juicy, tender, and just perfect brisket. Like this video? Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and click on that bell to get notified whenever we have a new video just released.